Dr. Gav Schneider here. As we continue to discuss the journey from compliance to presilience, we need to look at the way we actually manifest audit and assurance into our operating systems. Now, the outdated methodology for this was the governance, risk and compliance, or GRC model. The GRC model, if we think about it, governance is the structure I apply to ensure I'm able to effectively manage my organization to achieve an output. Compliance is our audit or assurance process to make sure we are actually in line with legislative and other requirements. What we want to be thinking of from a risk perspective is risk is defined as the effect of uncertainty on objectives. It is neither positive nor negative, but when we sandwich it between governance, the system I want to apply, compliance, the things I have to do, we can see why risk itself is often put into the compliance basket where innovation is really not part of the way it happens. So one of the things we have to think about is that when I adopt a compliance-based approach, the focus is really on audit and assurance and the assumption that people will not comply, which in many cases may be true unless they actually buy into the vision and truly understand what you're trying to achieve. When we move up the next level, the focus is generally put on a responsible party or organization or an authority, which is great when you have enough resources and enough responsible parties or authorities, but when I don't, we become exceptionally vulnerable. And one of the realities of the world we operate in today is that we are all under pressure to do more with less, which makes those two approaches quite difficult to apply. What we want to be thinking is that we adopt a presilient approach which focuses on a shared responsibility based on an integrated vision between four levels. We talk about me, we talk about our team or group or division, we talk about the organization, and we could even then talk about the state or society. And if we can get that underpinning purpose and alignment in place, it is a lot easier to drive all three of those functions. So if we are instilling an audit and assurance process, it's not simply how do we catch you out and punish you for not complying, it's how do we correct, advise, help and coach to achieve high performance. If we are absent of authorities or responsible parties, it's not we can't do anything anymore, it's how do we do what we can with what we have. And with the shared responsibility model, we are all pulling in the same direction, which creates a high level of output and performance. Combining these aspects creates a default setting of presilience, and whether you apply, for example, a 3 lines of defense model or not, doesn't actually matter. Presilience becomes your default setting in the way you apply these things, which will enable high performance and really will actually enable you to achieve voluntary compliance and the aspect of scalability more effectively. Thanks for tuning in. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.